Can you explain more about having faith? Not having enough faith. What do I do if I don't have enough faith? Please explain Mark 9:24. Okay, let's talk about it. So this is one of the few instances where Mark actually has more detail for us than the other gospel writers. We can also find this account in Matthew chapter 17. In this account, a man brings his son to Jesus, and he's clearly demon-possessed, foaming at the mouth, and the demon constantly tries to hurt him by making him roll into the fire. So Jesus is saying, yeah, if you believe, anything is possible. So the man cries out in Mark 9:24, Lord, help my unbelief. One of my favorite verses, honestly, because I've cried that out more than once. But what Mark doesn't tell us about is the point of it, which Matthew does. So let's pick up after the story with Matthew, starting in verse 19. Then the disciples came to Jesus privately and said, why could we not cast it out? He said to them, because of your little faith. For truly I say to you, if you have faith like a grain of mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. So the issue wasn't they didn't have enough faith, the issue was they had no faith at all. It's not that your belief manifests something. Quite the contrary, God can do things without you anytime he wants, but he's choosing to act through us when we trust him. It's all about us learning to trust him. So what little faith we can muster, no pun intended, it is enough to bring about the results. We just have to have some. And if we're struggling in our unbelief, it is absolutely a good thing to ask God for help. So where does faith come from? Well, we're told in this passage that faith comes by hearing and hearing the word of God. So if you want your faith to be built up, read the word of God specifically on things that are about how good God is, how trustworthy he is, how much he loves you. If you learn how trustworthy he is, it's going to be a lot easier for you to have faith that he's going to do what's necessary.